Have you ever wondered how a Viking descendant became the King of England? Our tale begins with William, a young and ambitious Viking descendant, born into a world of turmoil and upheaval. His early life was far from the ideal royal upbringing you might imagine. Yet this unlikely heir harbored a bold claim to the English throne. Before we delve into William's journey, let's first understand the England of his time. Picture an England in flux, with the death of Edward the Confessor, a beloved king with no clear successor. This created a vacuum, a power struggle, a succession dispute that would set the stage for a dramatic shift in power. As we navigate the labyrinth of politics, alliances, and betrayals in this era, we're brought to the brink of the Norman Conquest. This is Cryptic Mystic Vault, and we're about to embark on a journey back in time. The stage was set for a clash that would forever change the face of England. Imagine standing on the English coast, watching a fleet of Norman ships on the horizon. The year is 1066, and Duke William of Normandy is on a mission to claim the English throne that he believes is rightfully his. His preparations are meticulous. A fleet of 700 ships is constructed, each one filled with eager and battle-hardened warriors. The crossing of the English Channel, a perilous journey even in the calmest of waters, is a testament to their determination. Meanwhile, England's King Harold Godwinson faces challenges of his own. Fresh from a victory against a Viking invasion led by Harald Hardrada, Harold and his weary troops march south. They have to meet this new threat head-on, a Norman army led by a man hell-bent on conquest. As the two armies faced each other on the field of Hastings, the fate of England hung in the balance. The date was October 14th, 1066, a day that would be etched in history. The Battle of Hastings was a chess match of epic proportions, a clash of titans where only the most cunning would emerge victorious. On one side, we had Harold Godwinson, the English king, fatigued from a recent battle against the Vikings. On the other, William the Conqueror, fresh and ready, with a Norman army at his back. The battle was fierce, with both sides employing tactics that tested their mettle. Harold's shield wall held firm against William's cavalry charges and archers, creating a deadlock. The turning point came when a rumor of William's death caused a brief Norman retreat. Harold's forces broke formation to pursue, only to be ambushed by the supposedly fallen William. In the end, Harold Godwinson fell, purportedly struck in the eye by an arrow. His death marked the end of the battle and the beginning of a new era. With the death of Harold, William had claimed his prize, the English throne. But conquering a country is one thing, ruling it is quite another. With the throne now his, William the Conqueror embarked on a brutal campaign to secure his reign over England. The harrying of the North was a grim testament to his resolve, a scorched earth strategy that quelled any lingering resistance. Yet, the transformation didn't stop on the battlefield. The English aristocracy underwent a dramatic overhaul. The old Anglo-Saxon elite was replaced with Norman nobles, loyal to William. This shift in power structure led to a drastic change in land ownership that rippled through all levels of society. And then came the introduction of the feudal system, a hierarchical order that further solidified Norman control. Under this system, land was granted in exchange for allegiance and military service. It was a shrewd move, tying loyalty to livelihood. In the wake of this seismic shift, England was reshaped. The Norman Conquest had brought about a new order in England. So, what was the lasting impact of this brutal conquest? After the dust of battle settled, England was forever changed. The Norman Conquest brought about a cultural metamorphosis. It introduced the French language into the English court, blending with the native tongue and enriching it, giving birth to the modern English we speak today. Architecturally, the Normans left an indelible mark on the landscape, with imposing fortresses and grand cathedrals dotting the English countryside. Their influence also extended to governance and law. The unification of England and Normandy under William's rule laid the foundation for a centralized monarchy, a system that would evolve into the English governance we know today. The Norman Conquest's significance in medieval history cannot be overstated. It was a pivotal chapter that shaped the development of the modern British state, influencing its language, legal system, and cultural identity. The Norman Conquest was not just a moment in history, It was a turning point that shaped the destiny of a nation.